Okay, folks, let's do Managerial Finance, Chapter 11, Homeworks 4 and 5. Let's work on Homeworks 4 and 5, starting with Homework 4. And so we're going to be finding the cost of debt and the cost of preferred stock. Okay, so starting with number 1, a bond has 7 years until maturity. The current market price is $1,060. The coupon rate is 7.6%. It pays semi-annually. What is the pre-tax K, the yield to maturity, for this bond? Compute IY. So let's go ahead and do that right here. So we've got 1,000 is the future value. I always like to start with 1,000 being the future value. And 1,060 plus minus is the current market price, so that's your present value. And it pays 7.6%, so that's 0.076 times 1,000. We don't need, gotta walk way down here to get the eraser. So 0.076 times 1,000 divided by 2. 38 is our payment. Remember, it's semi-annually, okay? And 7 years times 2 payments per year, 14 is our N. Compute IY. Let's do that. So let's get all this plugged in. 1,000 is our future value. 1,060 plus minus is our is our present value, and 38 is our payment. 14 is our N. Compute IY, and we get 3.26% times 2 is 6.52%. All right, so there is our pre-tax cost of debt. The tax rate is 35%, so we're going to multiply 6.52% times 1 minus 35%. And we get 4.24%. There's our after-tax cost of debt. It seems like we've done this one. I know we've done this well. That's all right. Let's go ahead and continue on. I know we've done this one in class, but this is what's due for Monday. So let's go ahead, Monday the 29th, so let's go ahead and work through it. Okay, bond has an 8% coupon payable semi-annually. So the question is, what is after-tax K? So 1,000 is our future value, and 940 plus minus is our present value, and it pays semi-annually, so 22 times 2, 44 is our N, and 0.08 times 1,000 divided by 2 is 40. That's our payment. Okay, and so let's clear our calculators out, put this in. 1,000 is our future value, 940 plus minus is our present value, 44 is our N, 40 is our payment. Compute IY, and we get 4.31% times 2, we're rounding a little bit, is 8.61%, times 1 minus the tax rate, 1 minus 0.3, times 0.7 is 6.03%. There you go. All right, let's work number 4. Preferred stock, number 4. All right. Company pays an annual dividend of $5 on its preferred stock. The preferred stock is currently trading at $62.50. What is K? And so KPS is equal to the dividend yield, which is equal to D over PO, which is equal to $5 divided by 62.5. 5 divided by 62.5 is 8%. Times 100, 8%. There you go. All right. Now, brings us to number 5. A preferred stock has 100,000 shares trading. Shares outstanding. Dividend yield is 9%. Rating on the preferred is BBB. Preferred has a sinking fund. It can be converted into 1 share of common stock. What is K for this preferred stock? All of these things are true. All of these things do relate to preferred stock, but the only thing we're looking for is what is K. And K is the dividend yield, and the dividend yield is 9%, and that is your answer, 9%. Okay, so do not be distracted by the other variables that have nothing to do with the cost of preferred stock. All right, let's shift over to homework 5. Bear with me while I pull homework 5 up. There it is. All right. Let's get homework 5 going. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. Okay, move it over a little bit for you. Okay, so what is the WACC? Let's do this. So Arkansas Electric Power has 35% tax rate. Let's see, and we're going to use that for the cost of debt information. They have 7,000 bonds, and let's see, they have 120,000 shares of common stock, and they have 10,000 shares of preferred stock. So let's do our table. And our table here, we'll try to fit this in on in this small section of board. So we've got the source of capital. Hope you can see this. The source, and we have bonds, common stock, and preferred stock. There you go. Let me make sure that you can see that. Bonds, common stock, and preferred stock. Yeah, that's coming in okay. You ought to be able to see that. And now we have the percentage or weight. Let's do that. All right, so bonds, we've got 7,000 bonds times 1,060. So 7,000 times 1,060 is 7,420,000. Okay, and then common stock, we've got 120,000 shares times 82. And that is 9,840,000. And then we have preferred stock, which is 10,000 shares times 80 equals 800,000. Just make sure. Yes. Now let's add it up. So 7,420,000 plus 9,840,000 plus 800,000, and we get 18,060,123. All right, now let's divide 7,420,000 divided by 18,060,123, and we get 41%. And we get 9,840,123 divided by 18,060,123, and we get 54%. Whoops. And we divide 800,000 into 18,060,123, and we get 4.4%. 41 and 54 is 95, so we'll round it up and call it 5% because this has got to equal 100%. There's a little bit, both of these are below rounding up, so we'll just round up here. All right, so we got 41%, 54%, and 5%. Let's do that. So let's erase this and put these percentages in here, and we have 41%, 54%, and 5%. We'll do, yeah, it's a little bit of rounding. We're good to go. All right, now let's get the cost. Now let's do the cost. All right, so cost of debt. All right, so 1,000 is our future value, and 1,060 plus minus is our present value, and let's see, how often do they pay? Semi-annually. 20 times 2, 40 is our N, and 0.08 times 1,000 divided by 2, 40 is our payment. Compute I, Y. So let's look at that. Clear our calculators out, and let's put all this data in. 1,000 is our future value. 1,060 plus minus is our present value. 40 is our N. 40 is our payment. Whoops, let's see, compute IY, 3.71% times 2, 7.42%. Now let's multiply 7.42 by 1 minus the tax rate. Times 0.65, and we get 4.82%. All right, so let's now cost of debt, cost, and that would be 4.82%. All right, everybody see that? Okay. Let's do our cost of equity. All right, so how are we going to do our cost of equity? We've got the expected return for the market, and we've got the treasury bill, and so we're going to use the CAPM. We don't have growth rate, so we cannot do the dividend discount model to find the cost of equity. So we're going to use CAPM. So the cost of common stock or equity is equal to the risk-free rate, 0.045, plus beta, and beta is 1.2, times the expected return for the market, 0.115 minus 0.045. So this would be 0.07, 1.2 times 0.07 plus 0.045. So 1.2 times 0.07 is equal to 0.084 plus 0.045, and we get 12.9%. There's our cost of equity, 12.9%. Notice that you can't deduct dividends, so you don't have to multiply this by 1 minus the tax rate. Now let's find the cost of preferred stock, and that's an easy thing to do. And so we've got cost of preferred stock is equal to the dividend yield equals D over PO, and that is $5.25 divided by 80. 5.25 divided by 80 is equal to 6.56%. So let's go ahead, 6.56%. All right. Now, let's multiply, so the weighted cost, let's multiply the weight times the cost. Weight times cost, weight times cost. So, let's clear our calculators out. 0.41 times 4.82 is 1.976. And 0.54 times 12.9 is 6.97. And 0.05 times 6.56 is 0.328. So 0.328 plus 6.97 equals plus 1.976 equals 9.27%. WACC equals 9.27%. Okay? So you put your cash flows into your cash flow keys. NPV I equals, what is your discount rate? Your discount rate is your WACC. I equals 9.27%. Let me check and make sure that we're still filming. Everything's going all right. Yes, everything's going fine. So let's work another problem. How many do we have here? We've got 3 problems. Let's work one more. Let's see. Preferred stock. Okay, let's work number 2. And then I'm going to let you work number 3 on your own. So all this goes away. We still have 3 sources of capital in here. We have bonds, preferred stock. So we're working number 2. All right. So let's find the percentage or weight of each source of capital. So we got common stock, we got preferred stock, and we have bonds. So let's go ahead and do the bonds first. So we have 150,000 bonds times $940. So let's clear our calculators out. Remember, it is the number of securities times the market price of the security, not par value, market price. So 150,000 times 940 is 141 million. All right, common stock, 8 million shares, times the price per share, 57, is 456 million. All right, preferred stock, we've got 400,000 shares times $78. And that is 31,200,000. All right, let's add them up. 141 million plus 456 million plus 31,200,000 is 628,200,000. All right, now let's divide this into this, this into this, this into this. All right, and so let's go ahead and write this down because we're running out of space over there. Common stock, preferred stock, and bonds. All right, so 141 million divided into 628,200 628,200,000. There we go. And that is 22.44%. So let's put 22.44%. Go ahead and carry it out a little bit. Then we have, for stocks, we have 456 million divided into 628,200,000. And we have 72.6%. And then we have 31,200,000 divided into 628,200,000, and we have 5%. All right, so 22.44 plus 72.6 plus 5, and we're there, 100%. Okay, hope everybody sees that. So let's go ahead and erase this stuff right here. And let's plug in our percentages. So 22.44%, 72.6%, and 5%. All right, now let's find the cost of debt. All right, so let's clear our calculators out. And so let's put $1,000 plus minus is our, I'm sorry, that's not a plus minus. $1,000 is our future value. And 940 plus minus is our present value. And 0.065 times 1,000 divided by 2. Is it semi-annual? Yes. And that would be 65 divided by 2 is 3250, I believe. Yeah, 3250 is the payment. What's our 15 years? 15 times 2, 30 is our N. All right, so let's put this information in. 1,000 is our future value. 940 plus minus is our present value. 32.5 is our payment. 30 is our N. Compute IY. And you get 3.58% times 2 is 7.16%. Whoops. Okay. Times 1 minus the tax rate. That's your pre-tax cost. Now let's get our after-tax cost. Our tax rate is 34%. 1 minus 0.34. So 7.15%, 7.16% times 0.66 is equal to 4.72%. There's our cost. All right, I'm going to have to put you on hold for a second. All right, so there's your cost of debt. So let's go ahead. Let's do cost of equity. Cost of common stock. Let's see what information we have. We're going to do CAPM, or we're going to have to do, we can do it both ways. We're going to do it both ways. So let's do CAPM first. CAPM, cost of common stock is equal to CAPM, and the CAPM is let's see, where is the Treasury bill? Beta, I see beta. Expected return for the market. Oh, there it is. Treasury bill yields 5.5%. 0.055 plus the beta, and the beta is 1.25, times the expected return for the market, which is 0.135 minus 0.055. So this is 0.08 times 1.25, and that's 0.10 plus 0.055 equals 15.5%. Want to make sure we got that right. Oops. Shift devices here. So 0.135 minus 0.0 is equal to 0.08 times 1.25. Yes. Plus 0.055 is 15.5%. Okay, so now let's do the DDM, dividend discount model, which is equal to D1 over PO plus G, and D1 is equal to DO times 1 plus G. And so D1 here, DO is 1.01 times the growth rate, 1.13. So 1.01 times 1.13 is equal to 1.14. And then we're going to divide that. So this is D1, 1.14. And we'll divide that by the price of the stock. And the price of the stock is 57. And then we'll add in the 0.13. So 1.14 divided by 57 is 0.02 plus 0.13 equals 0.15. So we've got times 100 equals 15%. So we have 15% plus 15.5%, so that's 30.5% divided by 2, which is 15.25%. So all I did was I found the cost of equity using CAPM. I found the cost of equity using the dividend discount model. I added them up and I divided by 2. 15.25%. Okay, see that? Now let's find the cost of preferred stock. All right, so the cost of preferred stock is equal to D over P, and D is $5 divided by 78. 5 divided by 78 is 6.4%. So we have 6.4% there. There you have it. $5 divided by $78. The dividend divided by the price. All right. Now, let's multiply the weight times the cost, the weight times the cost, and the weight times the cost. All right. 22.44 times 4.72 is equal to 10.2244 times 4.72 is equal to 10.59%. Yes. No, that's not right. 0.2244 times 4.72, yes, is 1.06%. There you go. I knew that looked wrong. 1.059%. There we go. Then we have 0.726 times 0.15 times 15.25. 0.726 times 15.25. And we get 11.07%. That's right. And then we get 0.05 times 6.4%, and we get 0.32. Everybody see that? That times that, that times that, that times that. Let's add these up. This plus this plus this, 0.32. So let's see, 1.059 plus 11.07 plus 0.32 is equal to 12.45%. WACC is equal to 12.45%. NPV, I equals the WACC, I equals 12.45%. All right, let's do number 3. We got time. Let's go ahead and do number 3. Okay, so let's see what kind of capital we have. 3 forms of capital, so they have bonds, common stock, and preferred stock. So let's do the bonds. Let's do the weightings first. Okay, so 10,000 bonds, trading at 97% of par. That would be 0.97 times 1,000 is $970. So 10,000 bonds times the current market price, not times par value. Don't get fooled by that. $10,000 times 970 is 9,700,000. Okay. Shares of stock, 200,000 times $55 per share is $11 million. Okay. Preferred stock is 50,000 shares times $47 is 2,350,000. All right, let's add them up. 9,700,000 plus 11 million plus 2,350,000 is 23,050,000. 1, 2, and 3. Now let's divide 9.7 into this, 11 into this, and 2,350,000 into that to get our percentages. So 9,700,000 divided by 23,050 is 42%. And 11 million divided into 23,050 is 47.7%, and 2,350,000 divided into 23,050 is 10.2%, and we're going to round a little bit, and we get 100%. All right, everybody see that? Those are our weights. Let's go ahead and erase this. And we got 42%, 47.7%. This is actually like 42.1%. We'll go ahead and add that. And then 10.2%. All right. So now let's do our cost. So our cost of debt. All right, let's look at those bonds. So $1,000 is our future value, and 970 is our present value, plus minus is our present value, and 0.07 times 1,000 divided by 2, 35 is the payment. And when do they mature? 10 years. 2 payments per year. 20 is our N. So let's clear our calculators out and stick this information in here. So 1,000 is our future value, and 970 plus minus is our present value. 35 is our payment. 20 is our N. Compute IY, and we get 3.715% times 2, and 7.43% is our pre-tax cost of debt, 7.43%, times 1 minus the tax rate, and the tax rate is 35%, so we'll multiply that times 0.65, and we get 4.83%. That's our cost of debt. That'll go here. %. All right, let's do cost of equity. Cost of equity. All right, what do we have? We have the current price, we have beta, we have the growth of dividends. We're going to do it both ways. So cost of common stock equals cap M. And so, let's see, beta is 1.35. Current yield. So 0.035, the yield on Treasury bills is 3.5%. 0.035 plus the beta, 1.35, times the expected return for the market, 0.10 minus 0.035. So this is 0.065 times 1.35 plus 0.035. So 0.065 times 1.35 is equal to 0.0878 plus 0.035 is 12.28%. That's the cost of equity using cap M. Now let's use cost of common stock equals D1 over PO plus G. So D1 equals DO times 1 plus G. And so the last dividend payment where is it? 1.26, and they expect to grow at 9%. So 1.26 times 1.09 is 1.373 divided by the current price of 55 is equal to 0.025. We're rounding just a little bit, rounding up just a little bit, plus 0.09 is equal to 11.5%. That's our cost of equity using the dividend discount model. Okay, let's add them up. The average cost of common stock is equal to 12.28% plus 11.5% divided by 2. 12.28 plus 11.5 equals, divided by 2, is equal to 11.89%. All right, 0.1189. Everybody see that? Both ways of doing the cost of equity or common stock. Cap M and dividend discount model D1 over PO plus G. All right, now let's find the cost of preferred stock. That's the easiest calculation we'll do. And cost of preferred stock is equal to the dividend yield. And the dividend yield is 6%. It says it right here. It just gives it to us. The dividend yield is 6%. So it's not, if we multiply 6 times 47, we get the actual dividend. But we don't need it. It's giving us the dividend yield 0.06. All right. All right, let's multiply. So we have 0.421 times 0.0483 is 0.02. And then we have 0.477 times 0.1189, and we get 0.0567. And we get 0.102 times 0.06, and we get 0.0061. Let's add them up. 0.02 plus 0.0567 equals plus 0.0061 equals 0.0828 times 100 equals 8.28%. And there is our cost, so there's our WACC, our weighted average cost of capital. All right, so that's homeworks 4 and 5. So on Wednesday, we'll do homework 6, and we'll probably work one comprehensive problem. On Friday, we'll work another comprehensive problem, and we will go over the cumulative portion of the exam. All right, that's it. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you Wednesday.